Marauders for the Month by lishiee. Chapter 21. Are you okay? Lily was at her wits' fucking end. The only coherent thought she could make at the moment was anything alchemy related, which made her even more frustrated. From after breakfast to right before potions class was set to start, Lily had been working on alchemy. Usually she ploughed through her alchemy homework, but for some reason she had the absolute worst time trying to focus this morning, so it took her the whole block. All of the kids in the hallway moved to let her through, parting like the Red Sea. Lily could feel her ribs fluttering behind her as she dashed through the halls. She made it to class just on time, slipping into the classroom and taking her seat next to Mary. "Took you long enough?" Mary glanced to the side, already fully prepared for their lesson. "Sorry, had a shit ton of alchemy." Mary hummed, turning back to the small compact mirror she had clutched in her hand, while Lily started yanking all of her things out. Mary carefully reapplied her lip gloss, smacking her lips in satisfaction. Before snapping her mirror shut, she turned to Lily. "You could definitely use some." "Oh, come off it," Lily scoffed, batting away Mary's lip gloss as the girl attempted to swipe it across her lips. She giggled and put her things back in her makeup bag when Lily made it clear that she was not getting anywhere close to her face. "Seriously though, Lily, are you okay? You look even more stressed than you were the other day." Lily grunted in response, starting to search more frantically for her potions textbook. It had been right here the other day. Where the fuck had it gone? "Everyone else has seen it too. You seem a little more on edge recently." "Have you seen my potions textbook?" Lily asked, ignoring the girl's question. "It's fine, you can just share with me." Lily nodded, finally taking her seat and opening Mary's textbook, trying to remember what potion they'd been learning about. Well, what? "Merlin, Lily, are you doing okay?" Mary huffed. "Yes, absolutely brilliant," Lily snapped, harshly, flicking pages to the side. "You don't sound absolutely brilliant, now do you?" Mary arched an eyebrow, darting her hand out to cover the page. Lily sighed, rubbing her temples with her fingers. "Mary, I'm fine. I'll be fine. Just a little stressed is all." "You sure?" "Yes," Lily sighed, trying to keep an exasperated tone out of her voice. Mary only meant well, even if she was nagging her like her fucking mom. "If you say so." Wordlessly, Mary reached over and quickly flipped to the right page, tapping the textbook lightly before leaning back. Lily smiled at her gratefully. The girl reached over and pinched Lily's cheeks, quickly evading her sweating hands. "Christ, you're not my mother, Mary," Lily laughed. All right, attention everyone." Chatter ceased immediately. "As you may know, if you've been paying attention of course, we are going to be brewing Draft of Living Death next class. During class today, you'll be writing an essay detailing how to properly collect ingredients and brew the potion. Before next class, you and your partner will have to venture down to the greenhouse to collect some of the ingredients," Slug informed them, turning around to direct the chalk across the chalkboard. "You will need to collect the root of asphodel, valerian root, sopophorus bean, moondew, and flowerheed." A few students scribbled down notes as Slughorn finished writing the last item. Discarding the chalk, Mary's hand shut up immediately. Yes, Miss McDonald? Can we do the essay with partners?" Slughorn stood there for a second, glancing around the room at all the pairs. "Yes, I suppose that'll do." Mary beamed back at him, immediately hunching over to start scrawling out part of the essay. Lily made sure to pay attention to the rest of Slughorn's spiel before nudging the textbook further up their desk. "We can go tomorrow night," Mary mumbled, tilting her head to the side to get a better look at her writing. Before my detention, that is. "Yeah, that works for me." "Common room?" "Common room." The two girls alternated writing the essay, reading off things from the textbook to the other. When they weren't writing, they were gossiping, Even with spending half of her time in detention, Mary still had so many new things to tell her. There were names being brought up that Lily had no hope of recognizing. I mean, in public? These people have absolutely no decency. David had his tongue halfway down her throat for Merlin's sake, Mary trolled, braiding her curls into loose plaits while Lily finished up the essay. And these are the Hufflepuffs from ancient ruins, who knew they were so horny? Lily giggled, swatting Mary's arm. Stop making me laugh, I'm trying to focus. And anyway, haven't you dated a Hufflepuff? Yeah, a few. I can definitely confirm they're horny. I mean, things they can do with... Bloody hell, Mary, Lily shrieked, cutting the girl off before she got an onslaught of details she definitely did not want or need. Save the detailed description for your diary or something. Prude. Mary stuck her tongue out teasingly. Maybe all you need is a good shag. Merlin and Morgana both, Lily groaned. Mary fell into a fit of giggles, continuing to tease Lily until Slughorn dismissed them. This girl needed to get another week's worth of detention, alright? Lily glanced up at the clock against the wall. She had a few more minutes until she was set to meet Regulus for rounds tonight. Thankfully, she was making pretty good time on her arithmetic homework. It wouldn't be finished in time, but that was fine. Only a few problems would be left. Nothing she couldn't handle. She finished one more problem before quickly packing her things and pushing out into the corridors. After dinner, Lily had been in a slightly better mood. There was still the lingering feeling of dread when she thought about everything she had to do, but she was a bit more at ease. At least, that's what she thought, until she stood in front of Regulus. Who died? Regulus winced, taking her in. I'm a bit tired of everyone commenting on my appearance, Lily grumbled, dismissing him. She leaned into the common room, past the portrait, and discarded her bag onto one of the empty armchairs. Sorry, Evans. Regulus put his hands up, a smirk creeping on his lips. Yeah, sure you are. The two of them set off down the hallway, taking their regular route. They had a bit of a routine now for rounds, keeping in step with each other. So Pandora mentioned you've been sneaking off to see someone, Lily drawled, peeking into the classroom. Her and her big mouth. Knew she shouldn't be hanging out with your lot. Bad fucking influence, he grumbled. Well? Well, what? Not like I'm telling you who, he snapped, stepping to the side when she leaned in. Come on, Black, I thought we were friends. He paused for a second, eyeing her cautiously. And what gave you that impression? Lily scoffed. Well, you're not a complete arsehole to me anymore. And we talk? Really? That's your reasoning? He asked smugly, stifling laughter. Fuck you, Black. I received my friendship. Fine, we're friends. Lily grinned at him. Still not telling you who, he smirked. Useless. Lily threw her hands up. With my luck, you'll find out on your own. Lily couldn't help the laughter that bubbled up, turning to the side to avoid the boys' glare. Fucking stoners. Dora needs to stop drugging them for... Fucking stoners. Dora needs to stop drugging them up for Merlin's sake, he grumbled, crossing his arms and pouting like a child. This only made Lily laugh harder. They walked in comfortable silence for a while, Regulus continuing to throw his little tantrum. After they caught two fifth-years snogging in one of the empty classrooms and sent them off with detention, Regulus seemed to have calmed down. You doing well then? He asked, trying to be nonchalant. It didn't work. Lily turned to him and arched her eyebrow. His face went slightly flush when he looked at her. What? Am I not allowed to ask? You just said we were friends, didn't you? He balked, bristling slightly and picking up his speed. Lily quickly picked up her pace as well to catch up. Sorry, just surprised. Well, I've never seen you look so... Thanks, Lily cut him off, grimacing. Gryffindors and their pride, he mumbled, Slytherins and their snark, she countered. Lily could see the small smile playing at his lips while they continued down the hall, walking in tandem again. She sighed to herself. I'm fine, Regulus. These professors just get worse when you're taking newts. Regulus groaned at this. Great. Well, try to de-stress or something. I'm tired of hearing Pandora worry about you. Lily whipped her head to look at him. She said she's worried? Lily spluttered. Regulus turned to look at her, taking in her shocked gaze and chuckling. Yeah, it's quite annoying, actually. Get your shit together for everyone's sake. Even with his harsh words, Lily could tell he meant the opposite. His eyes were so sincere, conveying what his words never could. Lily smiled softly at him and nudged his shoulders. I'm telling everyone you're a softie, she giggled, brushing past him. He gaped at her for a second before rushing forward after her. You better not, Evans. Lily glanced back at him as she rounded the corner, seeing the look of fear and annoyance on his face. She only got a good look at it for a few seconds before bumping headfirst into someone. Shit, Lily hissed, shooting her arms up to steady the girl standing in front of her. When Lily looked up, she found her hand steadying the only girl she would run into. Dora, what did I tell you about being out during curfew? Regulus deadpanned, crossing his arms while taking in the scene. Not to do it, the girl chimed, beaming up at Lily, who was properly flustered. They were a bit too close for comfort. But I thought there wasn't a better time than tonight. As if you'd give me detention. She smiled at Regulus, delicately brushing Lily's hands off. And it Filch caught you? Not a possibility. Uh-huh, he scoffed. The boy walked off ahead while the two girls stood there for a second. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily breathed out. Come on, Regulus shouted back, scoffing in annoyance at them, lagging behind. Coming, Pandora beamed, skipping past Lily to follow him. Lily followed shortly after. She placed herself on Pandora's left side, Regulus being at her right. Please tell me you weren't out at the greenhouses, Regulus sighed. I have to keep Sylvie's legacy going strong, Reg. Of course I was out there. Sylvie? Lily asked, completely lost. My idol, Pandora beamed at her. Lily felt her stomach twist at the all-encompassing smile. She's how Pandora got started growing. Recruited her during our third year. Made her the menace she is today. Pandora giggled. You love me, Regulus, don't lie. Regulus didn't dignify her with an answer, only smiling softly at her. That's all Pandora seemed to need. Heard you spilled my secrets, Dora? He snarked as he got closer to the Ravenclaw common room. Of course. What are secrets for, if not for sharing? She smiled. Christ, you're impossible. When's your next vow of silence? Need to start counting down. 2 weeks. Too far, he groaned. Lily couldn't help but giggle at the two of them. Their friendship was so interesting to her. They were practically complete opposites, but it worked so well. Pandora also always lit up when she saw Regulus, so how could Lily not like it? What you doing tomorrow night? Pandora asked, turning to Lily. Homework and a project with Mary. In the library? Yeah. Perfect. See you tomorrow then. Pandora ran her hands down Lily's arm before skipping off, slipping into her common room. Lily shivered and stood there in shock. Regulus stared at her, clearly trying to get her attention by snapping his fingers, but it didn't work. Pathetic, he sighed. He grabbed a hold of her wrist and proceeded to drag her along, all the way to the Gryffindor common room, passing her off to Marlene, who was just getting back as well. Do I even need to say what happened? Marlene flitted her eyes over Lily and smirked. Nope. Thanks for returning her baby black. Regulus scoffed at the nickname and was off. How long is it going to take you to realise? Realise what? Lily asked, finally out of her daze. Nothing. Marlene continued to drag an utterly confused Lily into the common room and up to their dorm. What was she on about? When was she going to realise what? Just another thing for her to think about tomorrow. That's cute. I love this so much. Genuinely. Also, Lily. It's obvious. Okay. Anyway. I'm at 99. I just checked. I was like, oh god, I really hope it doesn't hit 100 while I'm asleep. Because it's currently like 20 to 6. So, not that late. But also, I'm not expecting to get to 100 in the next, like, what? 4-ish hours? That'd be cool. It could happen. It could. And then you would get opportunity knocks today for me. Which I think is a lot of you guys as well. If not, then it'll be like tomorrow. But I want to actually post. Oh, I just said the name, didn't I? Well, I guess you guys know if you watch this one. Whoops. Okay, thanks for listening.